Hey everybody, thanks for watching the tutorials on the different color modes. Now we're going to start getting into understanding the CMYK color mode. By the way, this is Buddy Blackford, and if you've been watching the other tutorials, I guess you would already know that, but let's go on. So the CMYK color mode is a color mode of papers and printing presses. So printing presses convert an image's colors into percentages of CMYK. And CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And if we look at the image here, we see cyan over here on the left, magenta, yellow, and right in the middle is black, and they all combine to create black. So what happens is a printing press converts the amount of colors into percentages, like I just said, and those eventually become the color plates on the printing press. And one at a time, the plates apply color to a sheet of paper, and when all four colors have been applied, the paper contains an image that is similar to the image you created in Photoshop. So that's really cool. That's what Photoshop is all about and stuff like that. Creating some being able to create images that you can use as in print as well. So that's one of the good things about Photoshop. Now, if you want to check and see if your image is in CMYK, what you need to do is check either in your channels or up in your image. So if we go to channels right now and look, we can see that we're still in RGB color space. And this is what people mostly get when they import an image, is most of the time it comes into RGB. If we come up to image and we go to adjust, and we go to mode, we can change that to CMYK. Now, before we do this real quick, you need to understand that you will lose some of the color saturation during the conversion. And these colors, the saturations of them, won't be able to always be printed when you are if you're expecting all these colors to be printed exactly like they were. It's not really going to happen. And you can tell which ones aren't going to work out by coming up here, go to the view menu, and then we're going to come here to gamut warning. And now you can see things where the warnings are. So all these colors right here are out of the printing press spectrum right now. So let's get out of here and click off the gamut warning, and we already know what's going on and what's going to happen. Let's go back and adjust the mode now so that we're in CMYK. So it says you're about to convert to CMYK using the certain profile, and I'll go over profiles at another time. They're kind of confusing, but there's a whole ton of them, but this is fine for now. Just hit OK. So as you can see now, they have been the colors over here in the channels have been changed up. So let's look at the colors individually really quick. So here's, if we just turn some of these off, here we have black, and you can see the different shades of black that are on here. Let's go to yellow. So we just want yellow. You can see that there's definitely yellow, and then the different shades of yellow that are created. If we go to magenta, obviously the same thing, and then cyan, same things there. So then we start adding them together, and we get our CMYK colors. Now let's compare these up here. Let's go to our history, and we can see that CMYK color was something that we did. It was an action that we did that we can just go back, and you can see the difference in saturation. And remember the gamut warnings? They were mostly over here on these blues and greens and stuff like that. Check them out when I switch back to CMYK. You can see they got desaturated. Pretty much all the colors got desaturated. Now if we go, let's check out the warning again. And you can see I turned it on, as you can see by the check mark there. Just click on it. There's nothing that's in the warning area. So this pretty much, when you have it changed to CMYK, nothing's going to show up because you're in the correct color space. So I'll turn that off because I don't need it on. So if you're wondering what a gamut is, it's It refers to the range of colors that a specific device is capable of producing. So there's a bunch of colors that our eyes can pick up, but certain electronic devices and printing presses, they're not able to reproduce all those colors yet. We don't have the technology, I guess, in these certain color spaces. So we have to use the gamuts that they're talking about to define our spaces that are going to show up on the different monitors and everything like that. Hopefully that made sense. So hopefully you guys get the gist of the CMYK. They are called subtractive colors because when you add them all together, they produce black. Now, if you take out all the yellow, all the cyan, and all the pink, you're going to get white, pure white in your image. So keep those in mind. That's why it says subtractive up there at the top. And I don't think there's anything else I need to go over right now for the CMYK. Just remember that it's for paper and for printing press. And to change your colors, and I recommend doing this at the very end when you're about to like save in your final, and it's like your final version of your Photoshop document, then to change to CMYK colors, so that way everything does it at once and you're not messing around with a whole bunch of different colors and doing it all the time. So that's my little advice, I guess. And you guys can, I guess that's the, I always forget how to end these things. But anyways, that's it for the tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys, and putting up with my terrible endings. Have a good one, everybody.